It's the Brat Special, okay? So good to be here today, and thank you for the opportunity to bring healthcare information to the listeners of the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. So, Ricky, it's National Nutrition Month. Now, normally, what's the number one New Year's resolution everybody makes?
Yep.
Lose weight and to go to the gym. And by now, in March, they've already forgiven that or gave it up.
Yeah.
But with this new, this is now the weight loss season, as they call it. Everybody, more than 60% of the world's population are using GLP-1 drugs.
Wow.
GLP-1, glucagon-like peptide medication. That's 60% of the way. That's the people that admitting to do it. Remember, a lot of people, they were saying, oh, no, I was losing weight because I was exercising and changed my diet and intermittent fasting and all those things. And then they finally came clean. I think when Oprah came clean, everybody started being proud of this.
Right.
So if you see it, I tell my patients, I say, if you see anyone who was overweight and now they're slim, trim, and sexy, they're using these medications. One, because they're very, very effective and they're safe.
People on my 600-pound life.
Oh, well, and that is on my 600-pound life, they're getting gastric bypasses, and these medications are as effective or more effective than gastric bypass surgery without the surgical risk. So instead of, those people having to go back and forth with Dr. Nazi saying, oh, you haven't lost enough weight, so I'm not going to allow you to do the program. You're an enabler. Why do you do it? You keep eating. So, when he does that, these people could have already been on the shots and probably have lost 50 to 100 pounds. So it's very important that you do that. And the good thing about it is there's price wars in this situation. When those drugs were first available, they were $1,600 to $1,800 per, a month supply. Yes. But now the average price is about $500. And so most people can afford that, but there's a new oral version of the semaglutide called Wegovy. It's a pill, and its starting price is $149. Wow. So you have to take it every day. It is a pill, and it has certain things that you have to take it on an empty stomach with 4 ounces of water immediately upon awakening. You don't wait until you have started activity. You can't have your morning cup of coffee or tea first. You have to take that pill. Then, after 15 to 30 minutes, you can resume your normal activity. So I tell people, keep a 4-ounce bottle of water on your nightstand with the pill. You wake up, take the pill, do what you normally do in the morning. By the time you've washed your face, brushed your teeth, and got your morning routine going, you can probably then, have breakfast if you want to, or at least a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. So this medication is really, it's the hottest thing in the industry right now. Everybody is trying to get this drug because it's readily available and they don't have to worry about whether the insurance is covering it or not. Mm-hmm. And for people that have health saving plans, they will cover those. So if you have an HSA account, it will cover this, but it also will cover the injections. Now, nothing beats the convenience of the once-a-week shot. And I have people saying, well, I don't want to take that needle. But you literally do not feel it. You are not aware when you take that shot. And, you pinching it, you give it to yourself in the abdomen, and you do amazingly well when you do that, because every weight loss program that exists that's calorie restriction requires you to embrace feeling hungry. And that's the thing that gets most people. There's a hormone called ghrelin. I call it ghrelin the gremlin, that tells you to eat. Mm. And when you have a set point weight and you start to lose weight, the levels of that hormone start to increase. And it keeps telling you to eat, eat, eat. So most people can fight it off for about 20 pounds. And then once they get to about the 20-pound mark, the levels are so high, you cannot ignore it. So it's not lack of willpower. It's not that a person can't stick to anything. That hormone literally makes you eat. The problem is it doesn't cut itself off when you get back to your set point. So you lose 20 pounds, but you end up gaining 30 pounds. So 6 months down the road, your net weight is a 10-pound weight gain.
So that thing controls the hormone that says eat, eat, eat.
Yes, it controls that hormone, takes away your appetite. It also helps you metabolize food more appropriately. It slows the gut so you have a sense of satiety, meaning you're not hungry. Yeah. That's why everybody has success on this, because you literally are just not hungry. So, so this class of drugs has changed weight loss industry as we know it. One of the problems is people that use it sometimes lose too much muscle versus fat. One of the reasons that I was reading a weight loss article, and they were talking about things you can do to optimize fat versus muscle weight loss. And so I was reading it, and guess what? It's the exact same ingredients that are in the lipo drop. So I said, I already have this product. So I put my patients that are on GLP-1 therapy on the lipo drops to maximize fat loss, minimize muscle mass, so they don't get the GLP-1 face, is what they call it.
Okay, you're on the phone with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Okay, so it sounds like you have a lazy colon. It is basically a long muscle, and it needs to be exercised. So you need to clean yourself out with a very aggressive laxative, like milk of magnesia or mag citrate or something like that, to really the same sort of thing that you would do if you were having a colonoscopy. And then you also need to get a colonoscopy. But once you clean yourself out, then your diet needs to consist of predominantly crunchy fruits and vegetables, things that are easy to digest but will also help keep your GI tract moving forward. The biggest problem with females are they do not go to the bathroom when they get the urge to go. If they are at work, they are not going to go sit on that toilet at the workplace. They will hold it all day. And then after you've gotten the urge to go and you don't go within 30 minutes or so, you lose the urge and you're not going to get it back again until the next time you eat. The problem is the gut does not turn itself off. It has two major functions, the holding of the stool and the reabsorption of fluid. So that makes the stool drier and harder and more difficult to pass. So you need to increase your fluid intake, drinking 8 to 10 glasses of water per day, crunchy fruits and vegetables. Anything that crunches will help you. But things like bananas are also very high in fiber. But grapes are the perfect food as a part of your diet that should be there. So doing those things should help improve your GI health. If it does not, then you need to get a colonoscopy and get yourself checked out.
I took some milk of magnesia one time, and I took some prune juice and I microwaved it.
Oh, wow.
And drank it as a shot. They do that in hospitals when you real constipated. I farted and ended up in the tube.
Yeah, that will definitely get you going.
Thank you, saw the space shuttle go up in the air. The squirrels were looking at me like, what the hell? Oh, y'all want to talk about the interviews? Oh, we got to go. Y'all get on 8669. We get 8669 CKEY. You always got to
Stand it.
Okay, so you just described it perfectly. You are full. The GI tract is one long space. Your mouth, your esophagus, your stomach, your small intestines, large intestines, sigmoid, colon, and rectum. The name changes to protect the innocent, but it's literally one long space. So if you have a full colon, then there's no space for the food to come down and go into, and if that doesn't happen, it can make you nauseated and even make you vomit. So it's very important. You need to clean your colon out. So you said you were taking probiotics, but you need a cleanse to empty that space. Then once you have done that, you stay on the probiotics to keep the GI biome healthy, as well as high fiber foods, crunchy fruits and vegetables, and something like my Lipo Cleanse product will keep you going. And so it's something you have to stay on top of. See, people will clean their colon out and do well for a week or so, then they go back to their own bad habits again. And again, the biggest two things: making sure you drink enough water so that stool does not get dry and hard, and 2, go to the bathroom when you get the urge to go to the bathroom. Don't hold it.
And I'm going to tell the women out there that don't like to use the bathroom in public. Comedian Rita Brent said, pack you up some kitten heels and keep them in a bag. And when you have to go to the toilet or whatever, use those shoes. And then take those shoes off. That's what nobody wants to recognize. Your shoes. From under the stall.
That's smart. That's smart.
You understand what I'm saying?
I do, but ain't nobody taking no kidding.
Whatever. Then they can't find the shoes in the office.
Yeah. That's smart. That's smart.
Anybody want information on the kid heels? Rita Brent has a line of kid heels for work.
Specifically for toilet use.
Yeah, for toilet use only. And they will help you. Okay, she got a whole package for you. Okay, so anybody want to talk to Dr. MJ Collier, you can call. You tired of me this morning, Brett?
Absolutely.
8669 Ricky 8669 RICKEY. Call us now. Ricky Smiley Morning.
Oh man.
Wow.
Foolish.
Hey, why I got to be kidding me?
That's a clean clean suit right there,
I
boy.
thought you were going to say you can squat without touching the
That
toilet.
suit clean in the
kid
mug.
heels, but no. It's just
Joker clean in the mug.
She was under the door. But people peeping to see if anybody
Dr. Collier clean in the mug, boy. That Joker clean.
Dr. MJ Collier, like this with Rock Teasy.
Come on,
Here
baby.
at the Ricky Smiley Morning Show, and we are dressed for success. Cleaner than a brand new.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Collier, what about people who take the shot? What do they do?